chop up 3 tablespoons of garlic, a quarter of an onion, and we're going to use this to make a marinade for our bone-in pork roast that you see here. So I have a blender, Blendtec blender, that I'm going to add this to. So we're adding the 3 tablespoons of chopped garlic, and I'm also adding a quarter of a cup of olive oil, and about a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. And we're going to take that and blend it up in our blender here. And that will be the basis for our marinade for our pork roast. I am going to add some fresh herbs. I'm going to be adding about a tablespoon of chopped fresh sage. Still got a little bit of onion there probably. Chop that a little bit more. About the same, about 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary that I'm also chopping up. And we got a couple of leaves here that need to get chopped a bit more. So we can chop them up a bit more. That's probably good enough. And that's going to go into our marinade. We're then going to take this and put it onto our pork. I usually just mix it up with my hand and put it right on there with my hand. Let that coat it up real well with your fresh herb marinade. And then you can cover this with some saran wrap and let it marinate for overnight or just a couple of hours. And I usually try to get some on the bottom here as well. And once it's done marinating, then it's going to bake in the oven. You're going to sear it in the oven at 500 degrees for 30 minutes, and then you're going to turn it down to 350 and continue to bake it. I usually loosely tent it while I continue to bake it until the internal temperature reaches 145 degrees.